Hey, all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and I'm back at it with another video. And today's video is something a little bit different. It's not a standard news video like I've been doing. It's also not a standard review video like I used to do. But I had been noticing, and recently, some of you in the comments of the news videos have been asking, when I would go back to doing reviews, or why did I stop doing reviews. And the truth is, I don't have any plans in the immediate future to go back to doing standard reviews. But I still obviously, I like to look at the stuff. I like to get the stuff in hand and share my thoughts about it. And so while it had been a drought, it had been a significant drought, I really hadn't been buying a whole lot of new action figures, starting last year, towards the end of last year and going into this year. Even before COVID, my action figure buying had significantly decreased. But here recently, I got some things that I had been wanting to get and was able to pick up at cost. I went on and did. Now, pretty much everything that you see, I've got a lot of purchases here in front of me, all stuff that I purchased online. With COVID, I really haven't been able to get out nearly as much. We've had a shelter in place ruling here in the state, and then I've gone out to Target and Walmart, my local stores, to pick up other supplies, and of course I would check the toy aisles, but they were really empty as usual. The stores around here are just terrible, so and nothing's really changed. So everything you see here is stuff that I've purchased online, but I thought it'd be fun to open some of this stuff up, show you what I got, share my thoughts on it. This isn't a standard review. I'm not going to go over like all the articulation and things like that, but in this video I'm going to open this stuff up, the latest purchases, which are new to me but probably not new to a lot of you out there. If you're interested, great. I hope you enjoy it, and again, I'll share some of my thoughts on these figures. But I thought we'd give this a try and see how it goes. Okay, so first thing I've got here is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rocksteady and Bebop from NECA Toys from the animated series, the Target store exclusive. I finally got this thanks to Keith, who hooked me up. I talked about this in a previous video. So my own local Target is yet to stock these, at least that I've ever seen. I've not seen these online in some time, either available on the Target website, and when they would go up, they were only available for like a few seconds. So really this set had continued to elude me. It first came out in November, but Keith reached out to me. I had listed up on the TNI marketplace that I was looking for this set. He reached out to me, said he had an extra one, and he sold it to me for cost, which I really appreciated. So I'm going to open this up at the end. It's already out of the mailing package, so you can see what it is. But I'm going to open this up at the end, and then I'll share some thoughts on the figures themselves. Okay, so I've got mostly packages from Big Bad Toy Store. They are a sponsor of the website, but honestly, that is where I do a lot of my action figure shopping. So I also have a few packages from Amazon. So we'll start with, and honestly, I kind of know what all this stuff is. I mean, I know what I've ordered, but I've kind of mixed up in my head what is what. So it'll be a little bit of a surprise here. And I've still got a few things that are coming in the near future. So if you guys like this type of video, then we may do it again, fairly soon. So I got my trusty survival knife. Use caution if you're going to use a sharp item. I'll cut away from you, not towards you. Okay, so this, and kind of weird they shipped it just in an envelope, but doesn't seem to have taken any damage, which is good. But this, I initially was not going to get this, but Amazon had it on sale, so it was it was almost 20 bucks. So, I think normally this costs 25 or 30. I think it's 30 because it's considered a deluxe figure. So initially I was not going to get it, but when I'd seen reviews of it, I think the head sculpt, I'm not a huge fan of the white outfit. Salome, everybody, figured Salome was going to join us sooner or later, but so anyway, Salome, you're kind of in the way here. So I got this one on sale. I went on and picked it up because it was on sale. Like I said, pretty close to 20 bucks if I recall. Amazon was discounting it. I think it's back up to 28 bucks on Amazon now. So still a little bit cheaper than 30, but I probably wouldn't have gotten it at 28. But it's got some cool accessories. I like the head sculpt on it and the blast effects that go in her Widow Sting. I'm not a huge fan of the white outfit, but this head sculpt will work on other Black Widow figures. So I decided to go on and pick that one up. All right, well, got a bigger. It's a bigger box, but it doesn't feel that heavy. I've also, I mentioned the TNI Marketplace, which is a new feature that we're running on the forums, which allows people who are registered on the forums to list products for sale, trade, buy, and essentially you can list them with images and stuff like you would an eBay auction. It's not eBay, you don't bid on the stuff, but it's a way for just if you've got stuff in your collection you want to try and sell, make a little extra money, which these days I'm sure everybody can use. It's something you might want to check out. I've got some stuff on there. I just recently finally got up to the post office the other day and mailed a couple things out to a couple guys that bought some stuff. But if you haven't, you might want to check that out. Okay, so this one is one that I wanted for, I knew I was going to get. It was just a matter of when. It's been out for a little while, but I finally went on and got it from Big Bad Toy Store, and it's the Stan Lee Marvel Legend figure. Now this one, normally I open all my figures, but this one I'm thinking I might put back here on the wall, leave it in the packaging, and put back here on the wall with all my Captain America memorabilia. It's not technically Cap, but he's got Cap shield that's autographed and everything. So I think I might leave this one in the package. I've got other Stan Lee figures. I've got the original Marvel Legend one that Hasbro did as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I've got the Masters of the Universe Stan Lee figure that Shartimus hooked me up with. Actually got Stan Lee to autograph that one. I got a few different things with Stan Lee's autograph on it, but it was cool that Shartimus hooked me up with that Masters of the Universe figure. I want to say, forget what convention it was. I think it was Stan Lee's own convention that he had one year. I think that's where Shartimus saw him and got the autograph. I think that's where the Masters of the Universe figure was offered as well, if I remember correctly. Okay, Target, got this one at Target online. I know what this one is. It's the Red Hulk figure. So this is one that I've been trying to get my hands on since it was released at Toy Fair. Of course, I was in New York during Toy Fair, so I wasn't able to be online when it initially became available and buy it because I was working, covering the toy news for you guys. And by the time I got access to the computer, it had sold out. And then I periodically would check it, and I'd keep checking it, and it wasn't there, and I would check and see if local stores got it. And one time, the website told me a local store had it, and I drove over there, and it didn't have it, and I was pretty irked. So finally, though, just the other day, or other week now, I guess, I just happened to randomly check the Target website and looked, and it was there available online. I grabbed it 2 seconds later, it was sold out again, so I just got really, really lucky. But Red Hulk, I missed out on the original Marvel Legend Red Hulk figure, the Build-A-Figure. So I really actually like the Red Hulk character, so I definitely wanted to get this one added to my collection. So, like I said, got really lucky and was able just to get it off the Target website. Smaller Big Bad Toy Store box. I'm still waiting on the first wave of G.I. Joe classified figures to come from Big Bad. I'm afraid they're probably not going to ship them out until June, which is the official date of the figures. But I know some places have started shipping them and releasing those early. So it's been painful watching all those guys online getting their hands on that, and not myself, but I will get them eventually. They will. I'm a patient man. Definitely not going to pay secondary market prices on those. Though I will be honest with you, I was tempted to get the Destro before the stores really started releasing them in any way. Somebody had gotten their hands on a wave and put them up on eBay, and was trying to sell them for like $80 each, which is ridiculous. But I was a little tempted to get the Destro figure. I was like, if I had the money, if I was just flush with cash, I may have bitten it and gotten it. But I was like, nah, I can't do it, especially at $80. If it was like $25-$30, I might have done it, but I wasn't going to pay, that much more over retail, especially when I knew eventually I would be able to get it at cost. It just, like I said, it just doesn't make sense to spend that kind of money to get something early. Okay, so this is one I decided to get at the last minute. I was actually going to pass, but it's only $10, and you know, Baby Yoda, the child from the Mandalorian TV series, the Black Series version from Hasbro. I really want to get the Tamasi Nations SH Figure Arts one that comes with the floating crib. I wish Hasbro had included that. Done, you know, I would have rather paid full price and gotten the floating crib than just this figure. But like I said, it was $10, so I bit the bullet and went on and got it. And I'll stick it with my Mandalorian figure. Like I said, usually the Black Series stuff is good enough for me, but in this case, I'm probably going to break down and get the SH Figure Arts one with the floating crib when it gets released later in the year. Okay, final package of the day, and I'm not entirely sure what this one is. Another Big Bad Toy Store purchase. Actually, I think this is a Transformer. This is one that I had to hold off on because, again, funds were a little bit on the tight side. So this one is one that's been out for a while, but I just now was able to kind of splurge and get it. If it is what I think it is. I don't think you can see her, but Salome is still here at the front of the table. Yeah, so, yes. So, MP Hound. This is kind of a different box. Changed it up a little bit. So there's no pictures of Hound. It just says MB47. This one I'm actually going to open up just to make sure. So I love the masterpieces. I almost always get them, but like I said, okay, so it comes in an outer box. That's weird. So this is the normal kind of packaging. So yeah. MP Hound came out a while ago, but I'm just now getting it myself to add over here to my MP collection. So, but this is one I've been looking forward to. So, okay, so I'm going to keep the Stan Lee in the packaging, and I'm going to put it up here on the wall, but I'm going to go and open these up and give you guys a closer look, and then I'm going to share a few additional thoughts about these, as well as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, so here's my MP Hound. I finally got him out of the packaging and transformed from Jeep to robot mode. That's how I'm going to display him on the shelf. He was definitely kind of a pain to transform, but that's kind of in keeping with the MP Transformers. Definitely glad I didn't have to transform him on camera, because that would have been a pain in the butt. But overall, I think he's looking pretty good. Here he is next to Ratchet, MP Ratchet, and Wheeljack there in the back, and Grimlock, Optimus Prime with Snake Eyes, Prowl, Bumblebee. Now, they included the Spike figure that has some articulation with the Hound figure, which is kind of cool. You can see next to the Chip figure that they've also released in the past, Spike is a little bit out of scale with Chip, so it would have been nice if maybe they'd gotten those in scale a little bit more. But still, overall, I think Hound's looking pretty good with his missile launcher, his pistol, but I think he looks pretty good with my other MPs here. Here's Salome relaxing a little bit while I was transforming the Hound figure, and I also got my Stan Lee figure up on the wall here. I got him proudly displayed over my Captain America shield, so I think that's where I'm going to keep him, and again, keep him in the packaging. But I think I like the packaging with the big Stan Lee signature on it. It's got the shield and everything displayed. So I definitely think it's going to look good there on the wall. And here's Baby Yoda. I've got him on my Star Wars shelf with the other Mandalorian characters and bounty hunters. I don't have a dedicated shelf just to the Mandalorian guys, but I stuck them in with Jabba and the other bounty hunters. So at least for now. And overall, the figure, you know, looks okay with the others, but you really can't do much with Baby Yoda here because his arms don't do much. They don't move very well. They just attach with little ball joints on the body, and they have a tendency just to pop right out if you try and push the arms close in so they could like hold something like the soup bowl. You know, they just pop right out. So that's a little disappointing. You know, they gave you a couple accessories. They did give you this nice little plastic case to hold the accessories, which is nice since they're really tiny. You got the frog and such, but again, you really just can't do much with the Baby Yoda itself because the arms just don't move very well. And I got my Red Hulk out and on my Avengers shelf here, my Marvel Legends Avengers shelf. are mostly Avengers and some Shield agents and stuff, but I designate this primarily my Avengers shelf. And overall, I think Hulk's looking pretty good. And I got some other figures, some newer figures that I haven't actually brought up to and put in the shelf yet. Like you can see, I'm still using an older Hulk here. I've got the one from the Wolverine first appearance box set. That's going to be my go-to Hulk, but I haven't actually brought him up and put him in the shelf yet. But he'll go nicely with this new Red Hulk. As I said, I don't have the original Build-A-Figure Red Hulk, but I think this one seems to be a vast improvement. It's got a really nice weight, good size to it, like the facial expression. So definitely glad I was able to luck out and grab this one off the Target website. Okay, so here's Rocksteady and Bebop out of the packaging. I've got them on my shelf here. Now, right now, I just have this one shelf dedicated to turtle figures. I've never been a huge turtle collector, but I really have been digging the NECA stuff. All these are NECA figures, the Mirage figures, and the animated series stuff. Now, I'm not really into the movie line or the arcade line, so I haven't picked up any of those. But I definitely love this this animated series line. It's what I didn't really play with turtle figures or collect turtle figures when I was a kid. I was a little older, but I did watch the cartoon and everything. So definitely hope to be able to continue to collect these, which if I do, I'm going to have to get more shelf space. I'm going to have to start dedicating more shelf space to these guys. But, you know, a lot of whether I continue to collect the line will depend on, you know, how easily it will be to be able to get these figures at Target stores or on the Target website. You know, I'm not going to pay secondary market prices. You know, Rocksteady and Bebop was very difficult. Hopefully, NECA will continue to improve their distribution and get these out in greater numbers as they go forward. You know, Wave 3 is going to be out next month, so we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, so that's it. Some pretty cool stuff. Some stuff that I've been, you know, definitely wanting to add to the collection, so glad I've finally been able to do so. And as far as, you know, this video format, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Is this something you'd like to see more? Obviously, it's kind of contingent on me getting new stuff, which isn't going to be every week, but I do have some more stuff coming from some various places. So, you know, if this is a format that you kind of like, you know, let me know and maybe I'll do some more videos of it. Again, not going to be doing full-fledged reviews anytime soon, but we'll be continuing to do the news videos. I appreciate everybody who does watch those every week. So definitely I want to thank you guys for that. But until next time, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.